Hey everybody. Well, I've been sick again, so can't seem to catch a break, man. But I had somebody comment and ask me to do something on overblowing. So I figured I would do that. I am not. Let me just qualify this and say I am not what you would call an overblower per se. I haven't incorporated the technique into my playing. I know how to do them, I've learned how to do them. I have not perfected them, but I did. It took me a few years of playing to kind of get the idea of how to make an overblow. And there were some things that I picked up along the way from some other folks here on YouTube that I really think might help. So I'm just going to kind of go over those things real quick, and maybe this, if this is something that you want to pursue, maybe these tips will help you get the overblow. And of course, you can perfect that technique yourself and work it into your playing. I think the bottom line with any of this is that it's time spent. So you really have to, regardless of what technique it is that you're working on, it's time spent on the instrument that's going to ultimately matter. The other side of this too is that overblows aren't the end all be all either. I was really hot and heavy trying to get these things, trying to figure out how to get it done and how do you do it and all this other kind of stuff. And I've found that I've known how to do the technique probably for about I don't know, 8-9 months now, and I'm still not to the point to where I'm working it in, mainly because there's just so much other stuff to learn how to do with one of these. I guess it's that walk or the crawl and walk thing. I still consider myself at a point where there are things that I want to learn, that I want to be good at before I start adding these crazy techniques. But anyway, what I'm going to do is this is a I picked up Adam Gusso has a video on how he sets his harps up for overblows, and basically this man does not play stock or custom harmonicas. He plays out of the box marine bands, and he plays them extremely well. And he is an overblower, primarily 4, 5, and 6, I guess, for the holes that he uses. And he's a great guy, by the way. I'm thankful for him and his videos and him as a person, because he's really, his stuff has really helped me along the way. So without putting this off any longer, this is a marine band, and I fixed this marine band the way that Adam does. Basically, you pop the cover off the top, and then you close the gap. You're not doing any embossing or any of that kind of stuff. You're just simply gently taking the reed, and you're pushing on it, applying pressure to close the gap, which is the end of the reed and the end of the reed slot. So the end of the reed and the end of the reed slot are much closer. There's less gap, which of course is going to make the harp plate tighter. And that's what I did to this one. So let's see. That's 6 overblow. All right, so that's the 6 overblow. This isn't a custom harp, so that's a stock harp, Kia C marine band. Just all I did was take the reed and gently, you have to be very careful with this, gently, and I experimented with a couple of harps, so don't think that you're just going to pop one of these open and not run the risk of damaging one. Some harps will overblow right out of the box. This is a Marine Band Deluxe, key of A. Yeah. Oh. So you can hear them. Takes a little bit more force. And you can obviously tell that I am not adept at this. But this is a key of C Honer Special 20 custom. This is made by Joe Spires. It's a stage 1. Little work to do on these. They all play different. The customs, of course, have been optimized, and I hate to say this, but I never play them. They're wonderful, but I just tend to play these out of the box harps. Anyway, the technique, how I got it was first was kind of messing around with the marine bands. The way Adam described to do it, and then the actual way that I was able to kind of get it was by the so it's like you're saying quee, so you're you need to have that kind of pop, because what it does is it chokes the reed, and it allows the other reed to kick in and make the sound. So it's this is another out of the box. This is key of G Marine Band Deluxe. You can see I haven't worked this at all into my playing, but that's the overblow on the 6. Quee. So it's almost like you're saying the word queen, or but it's queen. And the one of the other things that I found with this is that one of the biggest things is to keep the airflow going. Like bending, when you're bending notes, you have to make sure that you don't stop breathing. That airflow is very important consistently to make sure that it's flowing over the reed and that the reed knows what it needs to do. It can't do that without the air, obviously. So once you've engaged the reed, then you have to keep it engaged by using the airstream. Again, I'm not an overblow expert. There's a bunch of guys out there. I mean, Adam's one of them, Jason Ritchie certainly, Howard Levy, Todd Parrott. There's a guy, and you want to hear a guy who can overdraw. Oh man, I tell you, I would his playing. I just, and what a great dude! I swear. I mean, he's such a good guy. But there's some it's strange, but there's some resources out there, but what I found was that most of the resources that are out there on this topic it was tough. It was kind of tough to get to the meat of the matter. Just give me the technique. And basically what I found was it was two things. Narrowing the gap just a little bit, and even like I said, on some harps, there are some out-of-the-box harmonicas that will do this right out of the box. And I learned that with the crossovers in particular. Crossovers, Marine Band Deluxes, you can get something right from them right out of the box, and you don't have to buy the custom. They don't hold the note as like a custom will, or like an altered harmonica will. So you got to remember that too. But certainly Adam's technique on closing the gap on the reeds, and he's got a video. He shows you how to do it, which is really cool. And then the quee, how it was described on one of the sites was a cough, and I was just like, a cough, that doesn't work. It didn't work for me at all. And then I realized it's again coming from the back of the throat, so it's that. That's the overblow right there, right? You can see like that. Qui. That's the overblow that I'm playing on the 6 on a C, and that's coming. Now, that's another thing. When you're first trying to get the overblow, bend down and then do the qui. So you can bend the note, take the 6 blow, and what I would suggest too is do this on a key of A. The reeds are longer and it might be a little bit easier to get it. That's the key that I started. Basically what you're doing is you're bending the note and you're keeping that shape on the inside, but adding a qui to the in and reversing your breath. So you're bending, drawing in, and then out. So it's that pop. So you're getting that pop on the reed and that reverse air stream. So sorry for the kind of thing today. I really feel like crap, or I've been feeling like crap. It's not been so good lately, but. And again, I know that I'm not an adept at this, but there's a lot of guys out there that are. So I hope that this helped. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always willing to help out wherever I can. And take care, guys. I appreciate all the feedback, the great stuff that I've been getting from some of you guys, and. I really do hope that this helped. I know it's kind of a frustrating thing that the overblows are definitely something that's frustrating. I'm still working on the 4 and 5 because it's a little different down there. You know, it's not different in the way that you do the technique, but the airstream and the balance and everything. So again, we're all learning together. And take care, guys. Have a great one, and we'll see you down the road. Bye bye.